Hold in there, Ryan. And you only got half an hour left on your shift.
These pillows are the best gift ever. We don't know how much you're going to need.
Yeah, they're kitschy and functional.
Yes.
You like them lots.
January 12th, 2018 was a life-changing moment for me. It was the first time in my entire life that I ever considered being a living donor. And I can stand here today and say it was the best decision of my life.
I can remember when I was in the emergency room and received the diagnosis that I was in renal failure and only had 5% kidney function. I can remember shortly after that, Tracy told me that Jenny was considering being a living donor. At that particular juncture, I really was hesitant about moving in that direction with this process, just simply because I didn't want anybody else to be going through what I was experiencing at the time. But after extensive education with the transplant center at UT and just having an awareness of the process and the procedure that we were going to be going through in this, I really was at ease with it. Just simply because there's a lot of benefits for receiving a organ transplant from a living donor. And the benefits really outweighed the negative aspect of it from my perspective, just simply because you know, from what they indicated, everything was just so much better with the living donor. So I'm just very thankful that we were able to proceed, and everything's turned out great.
In the hospital, I kept asking, what do I need to do to find out if I can be a donor? I was so adamant, I was so excited, I just wanted to know, what do I need to do? And the first step was to find out if my blood type was a match. But I wasn't technically allowed to start any type of process until Andy was officially on the transplant list. So my first step was finding out my blood type. And I'll never forget the day that I got the phone call saying that yes, I was a match. I was a non-blood relative. I was the first person to volunteer for the process, and I was an immediate match.
I'm so thankful that Jenny was a match to be a living donor for me. Our transplant story has been a success from day one. As soon as I was in recovery, they said that everything was functioning properly. The kidney was never went to sleep. It was awake the whole time and started working immediately as it was transplanted. I can honestly say that my quality of life has improved tenfold since this transplant surgery. I no longer have to do dialysis. I'm not on any scheduled routine. My medications that I'm on have been minimized in comparison to what it was before I went into transplant surgery. And I just feel better. Overall, I feel great. I've had no complications. Every time I went back for follow-up visits, everything has been spot on successful. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all those who have been with us through this process and journey as we've taken it on, and just say that we really appreciate everything that you've done, been there for us.
So now we are 6 weeks, going on 6 weeks out of surgery, and like Andy said, we are both doing great. Everything was such a success, and we would love the opportunity to share more of our story with you. So if you are needing a transplant, or if you're someone who's considering being a living donor, we would love the opportunity to talk with you one-on-one. Just any way that we can help share our story to be an inspiration and an encouragement to other people. Thank you for the love, the support, the prayers, all the gifts that we received. We definitely felt the love of our community and our family, and we know that this is something we couldn't have done on our own, but having just the love from everyone made it easy and smooth and just a miracle from God, and we're thankful. So thank you so much.